This is David. It's Tuesday and it's a quick hit. I mean, do we even need to ask why we're jumping on here today for this quick hit? My girl, my friend Luann and Bethenny. Why is it that I wasn't at this party? I mean, over here with Luann, I'm over there. I'm not at this party. Why couldn't I have been there? Can I tell you guys really something very funny first? So, totally unrelated. A friend of mine was at our pool yesterday. He doesn't know Housewives at all. He don't know a Sutton Strack from a Garcelle Bouvet. I mean, seriously, straight guy, good looking. I'm friends with him. I actually shockingly have some straight friends. I'm as shocked by that as you all are, but the Hamptons, it's a whole different scene here. The straights welcome me. But my point is, he was at this party that Luann was at and Bethenny was at. Now, this has nothing to do with that. But he said to me, because he knows Bethany's at least was on the Housewives, but he don't know nothing else. So he says, this Bethany Frankel, I met her. And he's like, is she manic? This guy is seriously asking me this question. It's like a real question. He's like, is she manic? And I'm like, well, please do elaborate because I'm, about to hop on the air tomorrow to do a quick hit with my peeps. And he's like, oh, you could just see it in her eyes. I was talking to her. I mean, he has no interest in her. He has a girlfriend, but he was like, this woman seems manic to me. He said he saw it in her eyes. So there you go. But I'm not knocking on Bethenny. I just think that's a funny thing. Like a stranger that does not know Housewives is asking me if this woman Bethenny is manic. And I'm like, well, I don't know. Maybe. I always love an outsider point of view, but I have not talked to Luann about this. I plan to. I plan to. The next time I see her, we don't want to put this in text. But I'm just so curious. I want some details. But we all know, I covered this on Sunday. Luann ran into Bethenny at this party in the Hamptons this past weekend. It was insane. 4th of July weekend. So happy that it was really the craziest weekend of the whole summer. I'm really glad everyone has left. And I thought this was weird. I have to be honest. I personally thought this video was weird, knowing Luann. I get it. I get housewives want to be in pictures with other housewives because the Bravo verse goes crazy and it gets everyone pressed. I actually thought it was a great video for Luann in the sense that, I mean, Bethenny is saying life is a cabaret, and it does tie into Luann's cabaret show. I don't think it was a bad video. I just thought it was shocking when I was shocked when I saw the video, knowing Luann, just knowing her. That's all. Someone that interacts with her on a weekly basis. So I thought that was weird, but we all do it. I mean, well, I don't really do it. I don't really want pictures of people that I'm not really friends with, but I get it. And everyone does this. So no judgments. Now, the latest, I don't know if you guys have seen this. It came out yesterday in the afternoon that Luann is hurt by Bethenny's dishonest reunion video. Says she's still blocked. So I guess Bethenny picked up the phone and is the one that wanted to take this video. I mean, of course, Lou is nice to Brynn. I mean, what does Brynn have to do with this? Why not be nice? And now it turns out that it's not really a reconciliation, which I never personally, again, knowing Luann, thought it was like a reconciliation. I thought it was just no shade, just like a photo op, like two housewives. We know what's going to happen when this is posted, right? We know what's going to happen when this is posted. If Ramona posts a picture with Elise, we know what's going to happen. If Barbara Kay posts a picture with Luann, I mean, Bethenny's a big fish, so we all know what's going to happen, right? I mean, if Lisa Rinna first posted a picture with Kathy Hilton, so we know what's going to happen. I just took it as that, no judgment, just like it was a picture. We're going to set the Bravoverse on fire. We ran into each other. Great to see each other. They're not going to be friends. I mean, Bethenny's over there in Southampton. Lou is in SAG. That's about like a 35-minute drive. But okay. Well, it turns out Luann is still blocked by Bethenny. They have not reconciled. Luann has said to Us Weekly in an exclusive, after watching Bethenny's video and still being blocked by her on social media, I realized she just used her daughter to get to me. And that it wasn't a genuine reconnection and that she's hurt. She said it was honestly happy to see Bethenny, but she was hurt after watching the video and she is still blocked. And of course, Bethenny has something to say about this. She said she saw Luann at the event, and Bryn gets all devious. So we're blaming it on Bryn. Okay. And then she said, it'd be a good example. Her friend said, why not just say hi? It'd be a good example to say hi. I basically said congratulations, and Bryn's there, which is great, because Bryn bridged her own relationship with her mother, and it's teaching Bryn, you do the right thing and take the high road. Luann hugs Bryn. We had to do it on social media because if it didn't happen there, it didn't happen anywhere. See, this is the problem I have with this statement. We had to do it on social media because if it didn't happen there, it didn't happen anywhere. So she has to get in that sentence, which, not to be a total lawyer, but it implies a little bit, at least, that you're not the one that suggested we take this video, even though you're not in the video. So you're obviously the one holding the phone. But I mean, I get what she's saying, I guess, but the way I read that is it's a little bit of a slight of like, we had to do it on social media because if it didn't happen there, it doesn't happen anywhere. You're being sarcastic, but you're also implying you didn't like take the video. That was nice and clean. She texted me. So Luann, I guess, texted her afterwards. That was nice and clean. Oh, no, excuse me. She texted her after and she said, Luann said in the text, we are like some discombobulated family. So that was pleasant and fun. That's what Luann said in the text, which, okay, that's nice. There you go. Now back to Bethenny. Listen, okay, right. They're just bringing up the reality reckoning and that Luann supported Andy. No shocker there. So they're not reconciled. Nothing has changed. Luann said she was hurt by the whole thing, which I believe. I do believe. And she's still blocked. So there is that. You're still blocked. I am sorry, Luann. And I don't know what you thought would happen with Bethenny. I'm sorry. I guess when I see Luann, I will get more information for all of you, and hopefully it'll be something interesting. Does that shock anyone? I know you guys want them to reconcile. It's not going to happen. It's just not going to. They travel in two separate circles. I mean, just like Bethenny and Jill, they did the podcast. I mean, they don't hang out in the Hamptons. It just is what it is. Hub House. So she announced, so we covered it on Sunday. Lindsay Hubbard is with a Hub Cub and is keeping the boyfriend, his identity a secret. So smart. Well, she has now done another interview, I believe, or has spoken out somewhere, saying that she did not call Carl to let him know she was pregnant. Why would she? He can find out with the rest of the world on social media. And that she does not care what Carl thinks, and she's not looking back. That is a relationship in the past, and she does not look back, and she is only